Welcome to the Lake Superior Circle Tour Trip Planner. My name is Dan, and I'll be your tour guide. I'll demonstrate step-by-step instructions on how to use the Circle Tour mobile app for planning your trip, from the best campgrounds, attractions, restaurants, and much more. I'm here to help you plan your trip effortlessly in 6 simple steps. Step 1. Creating an account. When you first launch the app, you'll have the option to either register for a new account or log in if you're already a user. To create an account, click on the Register link. You'll need to provide a working email address as well as your first and last name to register an account. Add your personal information to the fields and create a username and password. Check the box that says you accept the terms and conditions, and there you have it. Your own personal account that you can use to plan and save your trips. Easily access all your saved information on both the website and the mobile app. Step 2. Using the online map. Using the online map, you can search through locations along the Lake Superior Circle Tour. It gives you an overview of all the accommodation options, attractions, restaurants, parks, and more. To navigate the map, you can use one finger to move the map around. To zoom in and out, you can use 2 fingers in a pinching motion. Simply zoom in on the map to see more locations. Now that you are in the online map, we can move on to the next step. Step 3. Using the filters. There are several drop-down menus to filter through locations that are of interest to you. To access this menu, you can click on the filter icon in the top left corner of your map screen. The accessibility filters are especially helpful. You can use them to focus your search on locations that are motorcycle-friendly, RV-friendly, pet-friendly, roadside accessible, and much more. Remember, you can select multiple filters at once. For this example, we'll be traveling to Ontario Superior Country, and we'll be looking for accommodations. By clicking on the drop-down menu under Region, you can select your preferred region. Here, we can select just the Ontario Superior Country area to customize our search. Under See and Do the Accommodations drop-down will allow us to select campgrounds. You'll now be shown each campground on the map within Superior Country. When you select a location pin, a pop-up will appear showing you the location's name and an option to click to view details. If you click to view details, a box will fill the screen which contains valuable information. Now that you have a place to stay, be sure to look at the filters under See and Do. Here you can look for specific things you want to experience. In this example, we're going to look for a waterfall to explore. Select Reset in the filter box to clear your current selections. Then we'll select Attractions menu and click on Waterfalls. Now the map is showing waterfalls that can be found around the lake. You can read more on each waterfall, and when you find one you'd like to visit, this brings us to Step 4. Add to Trip. Add locations to your trip from the online map by clicking the Add to Trip button. You can add locations to your trip directly from the map. Because you can create multiple trips, the first time you add a location, you will be prompted to Create New Trip. You can name your trip, select a date, and add notes to it. For this example, we'll create a new trip. A pop-up will ask you to input a trip name. We'll call this My Circle Tour Trip. You can set a trip date and add any notes that might be helpful. Click the Save Trip button. Now, when you choose to add another location to your trip, select the trip you just created. Step 5. View your trip. Once you have selected locations, you can view your trip as a whole. Click the region you want to see. For this, we'll select Ontario Superior Country. From here, you can select your starting point and have your trip sorted either automatically or manually. If you choose to sort automatically, select a starting destination and the website will plan your stops based on distance. If your trip contains more than 25 locations, you'll need to view them regionally to populate directions. The View All option will still list and pinpoint all your trip locations. Click the pencil to add notes about each location that you might want to remember, such as make sure to take a photo or closes at 5 p.m. Now that your trip has been built, it's time for the final step. Step 6. Share your trip with co-travelers by clicking on the Share button and add their email address to the pop-up bar, and they'll get an email with the full itinerary. There you have it, 6 easy steps to fun and adventure. The mobile app works seamlessly with the Lake Superior Circle Tour website, so you can access your trip from anywhere using your mobile device or a computer. The app will also give you notifications when you're approaching your trip locations so that you do not miss a beat. Say, I hope you enjoyed planning your next trip around Lake Superior as much as I did, and who knows, maybe I'll see you on the road.